Hey, Dave the Flashman Morgan back at Grace Effects, and I'm hanging out with Tony. Tony, he's a big boy right here. He'd whip my butt if you wanted to right now, I bet you do. Tony, man, what a great day we've had out here today. Great weather, great food, great entertainment. What's happening? How about it?
Oh, I think a lot of people had a great time today. We had everybody out here. Can't ask for nothing better.
Well, man, thank you so much for having us out here, and thanks to all of our vendors that came out here to support this thing today. Grand opening, man. How you feeling? Got the butterflies or what?
No, not too bad. We're good to go. You know, we got our live demos happening. I think we had a great turnout from all our customers and everything out here. Got some new ones coming out, it looks like, too. Man, I'll tell you what, everybody, they're bringing their custom cars. We actually did a little combination. We did a bike show and we did a car show, and I've been watching these custom cars that are just customized to the T. I mean, not a speck of dirt on them, and they're just tearing things off to bring to you to get customized. Exactly. As we speak now, we're tearing cars apart, so it's good to go. Well, there you go. Tell us about your website if folks want to get some stuff done. They've seen your great work, obviously. Yes, sir. It's www.grace-fx.com.
All right, there you go. Now, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to come back in a minute. We're going to talk to Dave. Dave is going to give us an example of just exactly how this works for you. We'll be right back with more Born to Ride TV.
I forgot to ask the guy, where the hell are we? Oh, flashback, 1969, boy, what a year. Wasn't for flashbacks, I'd have no memory at all.
All right, and we're back with more Born to Ride TV. Grace Effects today. I'm going to tell you right now, customizing paint is becoming one of the most popular things for your bike, for your hot rod, whatever you got. And I mean, just a couple of the examples that I've got here in my hand, you can get this stuff done. And this is just an unbelievable process. And I'm hanging out with Dave. He's the master installer around here. I've seen him do it. Oh, yes, I have. Dave, first of all, first question I have for you is what is the proper name? What is this procedure called?
It's called water transfer printing, or hydrographic printing is another name people have for it.
Well, you know, I get confused with the big words like that, so we'll go with the first one. How's that?
That's fine. That
so what you got here in your hand, sort of an example piece of what we're going to do, and can you walk us through the process?
What we did is, came in this morning, we prepped the part, we primed the parts up, we sand them down, we paint them just like you would for a regular paint job. Then what I'm going to do is, in a few minutes, I'm going to put a piece of film right there on that tank. And it's going to sit on that water for about 60 seconds. It's going to get real soft. And then I'm going to spray a chemical activator on it. It's going to turn that pattern back into a liquid to where it's almost an oil slick of your pattern right on top of the water. We're going to take this part, we're going to push it down through. It's going to print directly into this fresh coat of paint. When I take it out, you'll have an idea what it's going to look like even after it's cleared, because it's going to be nice and shiny.
It's like magic. But what I want to know is what happens to the fish inside the tank there when that happens?
They keep dying, but Tony just keeps buying new ones.
All right, we're going to head over to the tank now, and we're going to check this process out right here. All right, so Dave, tell me a little bit what you got in your hands here.
What I got here is a water transfer printing pattern. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to put this in the water, and this is actually what is going to be transferred over to the parts that we're doing today.
I'll tell you, I'm feeling patriotic already. All right, we're going to get this thing into the tank and get it set up. Watch this. So, Dave, you got this on the water now. It floats, obviously, and so it sits for how long before it's ready to go?
It sits for about 60 seconds before it's ready to go. So I have about a 60-second window to do whatever I'm going to do.
What are you going to do, Dave? What are you going to do?
After 60 seconds, I'm going to take this chemical activator, I'm going to spray it on there, and what you're going to see is you're going to see that turn from a solid paper on top of the water into a liquid. Then I'm going to go over, I'm going to get my part, and then I'm going to take it, I'm going to dip it through, and it's going to transfer right into that paint.
Unbelievable. It's like Houdini doing a magic trick, people. You're getting ready to see a treat right here. Watch this. All right, here we go. So what are you doing now?
We're pushing this down through the water. As I'm pushing it down, the water pressure is actually wrapping this right around your part, and it's printing directly into your paint at the same time. And then when I pull this out, you're going to have your finished product right here. That's about what it's going to look like once I clear it.
Unbelievable. So How many patterns do you have? Are there a bunch of different patterns you can get?
We have 35 patterns in stock, but there's hundreds of patterns available through order. And even the patterns we have, we can do a lot of things with them. If you change the colors, it kind of changes the whole dynamic of the pattern, and it lets you really have a custom look.
There you go. So now this stays on. It's permanent. It's adhered to this thing, and it's on for good now, right?
It's on for good. If you want it gone, you either got to sand it off or paint over it.
Now listen, folks, Bike Week coming up here real soon. You know what I mean? A lot of people want to customize their bikes. We're talking maybe thousands of dollars for paint. This has got to cost thousands of bucks, right?
Something like this we can do we can do for $800 to $1,000 to do all your tins for you.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me I can get pretty much my whole bike done, tanks, fenders, and whatnot, for under $1,000 bucks?
$800 to $1,000 is about where your average bike is going to fall.
Unbelievable, folks. Let me tell you, Bike Week coming up. You need to get down here and get to these folks. Now, how do we find you?
You can go to our website at www.gracefx.com, or you can come down to Port Richey and visit us right over on Stone Road.
All right, the boys at Grace Effects right here. I'm telling you right now, they can change the look of your bike right now. Get to the website, take a look at them, or you can check them out at borntoride.com and catch the link. We'll be right back with more Born to Ride TV. Hanging out with Stretch. Talk about taking it back to the old school right here at Grace Effects. Stretch, how are you, brother? He does that.
Checking his ear out. It's a good shape.
Oh, man, what do you think about all these great bikes that turned out today for this bike show?
You know what? I'm impressed with these people. They got a nice place, they do, and provide a great service out here. And it blew my mind what they're doing with something that's so innovative. There's some great bikes here. There's some great craftsmanship. There's some of the stuff here that you don't find out there in the cookie cutter companies that are manufacturing products. Some of these people are one-off stuff here. And I was admiring it, and I just couldn't help but want to be involved and say, hey, this is some good stuff. Old school still rules. And the guy that takes the initiative, because everybody I know that rides motorcycle personalizes their bikes. They'll go and spend $5,000, $10,000 more dollars after buying a new bike to put a lot of stuff on out there that's manufactured by some major companies, and some of them really take the initiative. As this bike I see right behind us here, I'm sure Ron's going to shoot some B-roll of. Anyway, I thank you for letting me be a part of the show, man. And keep your wheels in the wind. The shiny side up and the greasy side down. Oh yeah.
Wow, an expensive custom paint job? No, it's Grace Effects water transfer printing, spray-on chrome, and hydro imaging. Create your own high-end custom graphics at a price that anyone can afford. Grace Effects can do it all, from design to professional application. If you can dip it in water, we can make it custom. Auto, motorcycle, and boat parts, guns, collectibles, prosthetics, antiques, and so much more. That's Grace Effects of Port Richey, the new modern way to customize anything.